Welcome to the channel. In today's video I'll tell you all about the best Turkish summer dramas, the ones that are full of sunshine, romance and heartwarming moments. This series will bring you a wave of emotions, fill you with a sense of lightness and joy, and make you fall in love with the beautiful stories and unforgettable characters on screen. Whether you're looking for something fun, emotional or just relaxing to watch during the summer, these dramas are perfect for you. Let's start our list with the popular Turkish series Be My Sunshine, starring Alp Navruz and Ayça Ayşinturan. Haziran is a young woman who wants a promotion and dreams of moving to Tokyo, but her boss sends her to a small island to convince a local man to sell his land. There she meets Poyraz, a serious and quiet man who doesn't like strangers. Their first meeting is full of tension, but this work trip soon turns into something much more than they expected. The second series is called Strawberry Smell. The lead roles were played by Demet Özdemir and Yusuf Çim. It's a story about a girl named Aslı who dreams of becoming a successful pastry chef. One day she crosses with a rich and slightly arrogant guy named Burak. Their first meeting is far from romantic, full of arguments and complaints, but fate keeps bringing them together. And as you can guess, sparks fly between them. Strawberry Smell is a classic love story filled with the colors of summer, sweet desserts and genuine emotions. The next series is Mr. Ron, starring Özge Gürel and Can Yaman. Özgür is a successful restaurateur and a typical bachelor who doesn't believe in love. Özge dreams of getting married, but her love life is a disaster. Özgür decides to help Özge and teach her how to date properly, but of course sparks fly between them. Mr. Ron is a fun and colorful rom-com about love, life lessons and unexpected feelings. More Beautiful Than You. The main roles are played by Cemre Baysel and Burak Çelik. Efsun is a doctor from a small town who has to move to Istanbul to run a prestigious clinic. There she meets Emir, a charming and successful. He's convinced that Efsun is trying to take the clinic away from him, so they clash from the start. Their constant bickering and competition slowly turn into something more. More Beautiful Than You is a light and sweet series about how love can show up when you least expect it, even when it seems impossible at first. Everywhere I Go. The lead roles were played by Furkan Andic and Aybüke Pusat. Demir and Selin accidentally become co-owners of the same house. Neither of them wants to give in, and a real war of territory begins. At work, it turns out that Demir is Selin's new boss, which only fuels their rivalry. But over the time, their fight turns into funny adventures and of course real feelings. Everywhere I Go is a light romantic comedy about how love can appear where you least expect it. Love Doesn't Understand Words, starring Hande Erçel and Burak Deniz. Hayat is a girl from a small town who hides her real identity to land a job at a major textile company. There she meets Murat, a strict but incredibly attractive boss. Their work relationship slowly turns into a passionate romance. Love Doesn't Understand Words is a series about secrets, lies and of course deep love. It's full of emotional moments, funny scenes and unexpected twists. If you enjoy romantic comedies with a bit of drama, this show is definitely for you. You Knock on My Door, starring Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin. Eda is an ambitious student who dreams of studying abroad. Serkan Polat is a successful businessman. To keep her scholarship, Eda agrees to a fake relationship contract with Serkan. Naturally, behind the contract, real feelings begin to grow. You Knock on My Door is the perfect series for those who love enemies to lovers stories. This drama is full of sweet moments, emotional ups and downs, and funny situations. It's a heartwarming and addictive show that will make you smile, laugh and maybe even cry. Firefly, starring Seçkin Özdemir and Nilay Deniz. Barış is a top divorce lawyer, attractive, charming and successful, but disillusioned with love. His life looks perfect, but inside he feels empty. Aslı is full of energy and optimism. Despite being smart and beautiful, she works as a taxi driver to support her family. When their two worlds collide, a funny and passionate story begins. Despite all their differences, a spark turns into real love. Firefly is a light, emotional and inspiring series. It's a great choice if you enjoy stories about opposites attracting and finding happiness in the most surprising ways. Affluent Love. Burcu Özberk and Çağlar Ertuğrul played the lead roles. Ayşe is a sweet girl from a modest family forced to marry a rich man named Kerem to avoid a scandal. A marriage of convenience turns into a series of funny moments, misunderstandings, and eventually real emotions. Affluent Love is a light-hearted romantic story with a humor, genuine feelings, and a summery vibe. It's full of charm, unexpected twists, and lovable characters. If you're looking for a feel-good series with a romance and comedy, this one is perfect for you. Love for Rent, starring Elçin Sangu and Barış Arduç. Defne is a waitress who accepts a strange deal to make Ömer fall in love with her and then disappear. At first, everything goes according to plan, but real feelings break all the rules. Their romance becomes deep, passionate, and complicated. Love for Rent is a story about choosing between money, duty, and the heart. Love for Rent is one of the most famous Turkish series. Next series is Cherry Season, starring Özge Gürel and Serkan Çayoglu. Öykü is a talented girl who dreams of becoming a fashion designer. Fate brings her together with Ayaz, a charming guy. Due to a misunderstanding, they pretend to be a couple, but fake love soon turns real. While Öykü conquers the fashion world, she finds her first true love. Cherry Season is a story about dreams coming true and love showing up when least expected. Love, Logic, Revenge, starring Burcu Özberk and İlhan Şen. Esra marries Ozan, hoping for a stable life, but reality hits hard. After many disappointments, she files for divorce. Years later, she gets a job at the company run by her now successful ex-husband. Esra is forced to work under him, and soon they begin a true emotional battle between logic, love, and revenge. Love, Logic, Revenge is a romantic comedy with dramatic moments that explores second chance, forgiveness, and the thin line between pride and love. Next romantic comedy is Twist of Fate, starring Cemre Baysel and Aytaç Şaşmaz. Ada believes that her first love is the key to happiness. Wanting to get him back, she starts working in his company, but instead of reconnecting with her ex, she meets Bora, her stubborn and principled new boss. Their relationship is full of humor and unexpected moments. Twist of Fate is a reminder that sometimes life gives us more than we could ever plan. The series won over viewers, its light storyline and charismatic leads, a perfect choice for fans of romantic comedies with a bit of irony. Daydreamer, starring Demet Özdemir and Can Yaman. Sanem is a dreamy young woman who loves to write stories and imagine a different life. Her parents want her to marry a man she doesn't love, so to escape the situation, she decides to find a job. She starts working at a big advertising agency, where her sister also works. There she meets a handsome photographer who travels the world and is also the son of the company's owner. He returns to help run the business and soon becomes the new boss. At first, Sanem and Can misunderstand each other, and their relationship is full of funny and confusing moments. But as they spend more time together, their feelings grow stronger. What If You Love Too Much, starring Kerem Bürsin and Hafsanur Sancaktutan. Ateş is a young man living abroad, disconnected from his family and trust issues. After his father's death, he returns to Istanbul to run the family company and take care of his younger siblings. Leyla, who grew up without a family and survives by petty scams, becomes a nanny in his home, hiding her past. Despite their differences, a strong connection forms between them. Together they learn to trust, face fears, and find love. What If You Love Too Much is a romantic drama about healing, family values, and learning to love again. It touched viewers with its deep story and emotional performances. Your Soul Doesn't Hear, or Love Undercover, starring Burcu Özberk and Şükrü Özyıldız. Onur is an undercover agent chasing a dangerous criminal. His mission gets complicated by the appearance of Ece, a stubborn and bold woman caught in a dangerous game. Soon, strong feelings grow between them, putting on just the mission, but their hearts at risk. Your Soul Doesn't Hear is a story about how love can appear at the most unexpected moment, even when lives are on the line. Full Moon, starring Özge Gürel and Can Yaman. Nazlı dreams of becoming a chef and starts working as a personal cook for a strict businessman named Ferit. Slowly behind his cold exterior, we discover a sensitive heart. Their relationship blossoms amid beautiful views of Istanbul and culinary passion. Full Moon is a story about trust, overcoming fears, and finding happiness where you least expect it. One Who Falls Doesn't Cry, or Her Fall Doesn't Cry, starring Enis Koçak and Eylül Tumbar. Alize grew up without her mother and was overly protected by her father, which made her spoiled and stubborn. When she learns her father is planning to remarry, she plots her own revenge and changes her life forever. But reality turns out much harsher than she expected. Instead of a luxurious life, Alize faces new hardships and grown-up problems. One Who Falls Doesn't Cry is a warm coming-of-age story about change and the search for real happiness. Daylight, or The Tropical, starring Sümeyye Aydogan and Caner Topçu. Gözde dreams of spending summer with her boyfriend Emir, but her family moves to quiet Foça for her special needs sister. There she meets Şügür, a kind sailing instructor who cares of his autistic brother. A deep connecting grows between them, but everything changes when Emir suddenly returns. Daylight explores mental health, responsibility, and the power of love to overcome an obstacle. And finally, The Love of My Life. It's a charming romantic comedy starring Hande Doğandemir and Serkan Çayoglu. Gökçe, a talented and ambitious woman at an ad agency, has everything but love. While her friends settle down, she remains single and sets her sight on her boss. She enlists her colleague Kaan to help, but he unexpectedly falls for her too, sparking a classic love triangle where Gökçe must choose between her heart and her head. That was our big top 20 Turkish summer dramas. Write in the comments which of these series you have already watched and which ones you are planning to check out. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. More fun lists and reviews are coming soon. See you in the next video. Bye.